very excited to show you a very, very nice truck. Look at this beauty. That is Sean. Sean from the United Kingdom. And with Sean came Mark. Mark is so kind to show us his beautiful expedition truck. According to the license plate, I see you're from the UK.
Correct, yeah.
You're pretty far away from the UK, to be honest. I mean, we're here in
are.
British Columbia on the
Yeah.
Pacific coast.
Yeah.
So it took you quite a while to get here, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so from where we started the journey in Halifax to here is almost to the day 1 year.
Mark is so kind to show us his rig. So if you don't mind, Mark, I would say we go counterclockwise.
Okay.
All right, then we start right here with the driving cab.
Okay.
So what do we have? I see this is a Mercedes.
Yes.
A Mercedes Atego.
Yep.
And as I know, this is the chassis,
Yep.
right? And this is the
Horsepower, yeah.
The horsepower.
Okay.
Exactly.
But this is a little bit of an interesting story here. So it is a 1226, but when we had the refurbishment done, a 6 and a 9 can be exactly the same. But we like to joke that we've had an extra 30 horsepower for free. So this is now why it's a 1229, even though it's really a 1226.
30 more horsepower.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish
All right.
sometimes,
What I really like is the extra locks,
Yep.
right? The household locks, I'm
Yep.
assuming.
Yeah, so we had these deadlocks fitted, and we just wanted something that was just a little bit more secure than a regular lock. So when we deadlock these, it just gives us a little bit of peace of mind that the cab is secure, equally as secure as the habitation area will be,
Right.
which has got proper domestic style locks in there. So a little bit of an extra security feature, which is useful, yeah.
And also I see, I'm assuming this is Sean.
That is Sean, yeah. You'll see around the truck there are quite a few Seans there. So,
I see.
yeah.
Okay, and then we have the ladder up on the rooftop.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a couple of Zorgus storage boxes up in the roof.
Okay, then I see here is the bathroom. Should you not install that bathroom mirror the other way? So
Yeah, I think I might need some help getting up there to shave sometimes, but yeah, with the one-way mirror on there, it means that in the daytime at least that people can't see on the inside, but we have a little curtain that goes over at night time, so we maintain our privacy at least. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's for privacy. Okay, well, it looks funny. Looks like a mirror.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And then you have windows here on the side. They are from
Motorcraft. Yeah, yeah,
Motorcraft.
yeah.
I don't even know the brand.
Yeah.
Where is this from?
Yeah, so Motorcraft are based in Doncaster,
In the UK?
Yeah, in the UK, and we collected Sean from them in May last year, so that'll be May 2024. So we've been on the road with us now for just a little more than 12 months.
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
So you did not do it yourself?
Nope,
You
nope.
designed it with Motorcraft together?
Correct, yeah. So we worked together with them. When this truck was originally a service truck for the electric board in Ireland, it just had in the back a flatbed. So Motorcraft done all of the work to remove the flatbed, create the habitation, do the refurbishment on the chassis, and turn it into the beautiful truck that it is today.
I just said to him, it looks kind of like a Lego truck.
Yeah.
That's what it looks to me.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. So the diesel tank looks pretty big. I guess it's way more than 300 liters, is
Yeah,
it?
so we're about 450 litres on the diesel tank.
450?
450 litres, yeah.
What is that? That is about 110 gallons, something like that?
I think so, approximately, yeah.
110 gallons,
And
yeah.
it gives us about pretty much 2,000 kilometres range.
Okay.
So, yeah, we try to drive as economically as we can because
Yeah.
diesel's expensive. So, yeah.
Is it?
Yes, yeah. Unfortunately, so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the, a lot of the viewers like to know, what is the mile per gallon range?
Yeah. So
Do you know that?
Yeah, so we've been clocking it over the past year, and we're averaging about 12.5 miles to the gallon.
Do you know the size of the rig?
In terms of the overall...
In terms of the overall length and
Yeah,
height?
so we're 28 feet or about 8.3, 8.4 meters nose to tail.
Nose to tail, yeah.
Just a little bit more than 4 meters tall, so 13 foot 2 inches, and about, I think it might be about 2.5 meters wide. So, yeah.
So that's pretty maxed out.
It is, yeah.
Okay,
I think
okay.
for us, height is, like for many people, height's always one of those biggest concerns.
Mm-hmm.
So thankfully with the Garmin unit that we use for our navigation, I can tell it how tall we are. So far it hasn't sent us down a road that we shouldn't be on.
So beside the diesel tank, I see a, what is that? This is a...
So that's our little whisper power generator.
Oh, this is a generator.
Yeah.
So it was never planned as a backup. It was always part of the whole system.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And this is tied into the system, so you can start it from the inside.
correct.
So this door above here with the vents.
Yep.
What is that about?
Okay, so our refrigerator unit is sitting at the back of this,
Uh-huh.
and this was one of the design improvements that Motorcraft made. So we're not seeing our fridge getting in the external too hot, and the temperature in the inside is staying at the temperature it should be. Yeah, so this has been a really useful addition.
So that's where the refrigerator is breathing through.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you be in a really hot environment,
Yeah.
you could actually open the door.
I could open this up and it
and
really
provide extra cooling air.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
This door here is.
Yeah. So this is our water service locker.
Okay. That looks very clean in
Yeah.
here. Nice. That's your filter system.
Yeah, and
Before or after tank?
this is after the tank, but we have a pre-filter that we use before we fill the tank. So we only have one filter running at the minute. It's just an activated carbon filter. The second pod is empty.
Yeah.
But if we were somewhere that we were concerned about the water quality, or if there was some additional contaminants, I could put a secondary filter in here.
Yeah.
And then we have our accumulator, water pump, and then the little strainer for the water pump.
Right.
So it's nice. It's all in one unit. If we ever did have a leak in here, it's an enclosed space, but it's not inside the truck.
Yeah.
So that's quite a useful feature as well. And then we have here a little outside or outdoor shower connection on here, and then our water fill point and the little breather unit up there. So yes, it's a nice integrated little unit.
How big is your water tank?
Yeah. So we've got 470 liters of water, fresh water.
Where do you have the water tank? In the back?
It's underneath the sitting area. So basically the water tank is in sort of this area here, and it goes right across the full width of the truck. So conveniently it's sitting, pretty much above the
Right
rear
above the
axle.
axle.
Exactly, yeah. So it's in a good place as far as weight distribution is concerned, yeah.
And how many liter do you say?
470.
470.
70 liters, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
120 gallons.
Exactly, yeah.
That means you use always pressurized water.
Yes, yeah.
You don't use any surface water.
No, we haven't. We haven't got the ability to draw from surface water. So we would always be taking from, a
Pressurized.
tap, or
Yeah.
like even in Mexico, we were taking it from like the pre-filtered water treatment centers. So we were always putting into the tank, water that was of a drinkable quality. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I must admit, the tires are insanely big.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you've seen mine. They are 395s,
Yeah.
but these are 14.0.
They are. They are a big, heavy piece of rubber.
I mean,
trust me,
look at Mark in comparison.
Exactly,
compared
yeah.
to that. I mean, this is whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely not the lightest of thing to move around. That's for sure.
Yeah. And how was your driving experience with those? Like noise-wise and.
It's been absolutely fine. We were genuinely surprised when we picked the truck up back in May last year about how quiet the cab actually is. So we're able to sit in there, have a conversation. With the windows rolled down, you can hear a little bit of rumbling coming from the road and the tires, but it's not excessive.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, I see there is the exhaust from the diesel heater.
Yep.
And this is not a shock. What is that?
No, so we've got two hydraulic legs on just forward of the rear axle.
Oh, so you can jack them up.
Yeah, so they're not capable of actually lifting the truck off the ground.
I see.
But what they do, Mario, what they do is allow the truck to just lift a little bit of weight off the suspension. So it means that when you're walking around inside, the body's not moving so much. So it means that it's a bit more comfortable to.
So it's more a stabilizer.
Exactly, yeah. So it's stabilizer, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice, all these little features. This is incredible.
Yep.
Okay, storage boxes we see.
So in this box here, I keep all my hoses,
Water hoses,
water filter.
Filter, yeah.
As with every country you go to, everybody's tap system is different. So I've got a box of various different adapters in here, which means that I'm, touch wood, never going to be not able to connect to a tap. So just a water service locker, basically. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And the rear one?
Yeah. So in here, we just keep our little bit of timber just to help level up the box a little bit.
Yeah.
My little step stool.
Of course.
Electric hookup leads. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, interesting.
And then up in here, just some more storage.
Storage. Yeah.
Yeah. Always
What
storage.
do we have here? Electrical system? Or
No,
the
so this
hoses?
is my hot water tank, and it's 15 liters. We can heat it up pretty quickly with the diesel heater or the electric heater, and it gives us more than enough for 2 showers
Yes.
and extra. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nice
How
thing,
long does it take to reheat?
oh, I don't know exactly, but when we put the diesel heater on, from the tank being cold to getting enough water to do 2 showers takes about 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Got it.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's pretty quick. It's a small volume of water, and it's a very efficient
Yeah.
Webasto heating system, so
Yeah.
it heats it up pretty
Yeah.
quickly, actually. Yeah,
15 liter is plenty.
exactly.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
because when you think about it, it comes out what 50, 55 degrees, something like
Exactly,
that.
yeah, yeah.
You're not showering with that hot water. You
No.
have to put cold water to
Exactly,
it,
yeah.
so that almost doubles the amount of
Exact-
water.
exactly.
So that's enough for
Yeah,
two
yeah.
people showering.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're always blending this off with approximately 50% cold, 50% hot. So
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
it's 30 plus liters, which is more than enough for several showers. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Then we're coming to the back.
Yep.
You know what, Mark? We will continue on the driver's side.
You okay?
Because if you don't mind to lower that thing later
Yeah, I
on,
can
that
do
would be
Yeah, yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah,
you know?
I can show
Okay,
you
let's
how
do it
works.
later.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so here we have well, I was going to say it's less busy, but there's a lot of things going on too.
There certainly are. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got an awning?
Yeah, so we got an awning. To be honest with you, we haven't used it that often. There's been a couple of times when it's been raining a little bit. It's nice to roll it out if we want to make a barbecue or something
Yeah.
outside. But generally speaking, we find that we can find a bit of shade at the side of the truck if we want something. So we don't. We've used it a year. I don't know, maybe 5 times.
Interesting,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still thinking about it. What should I install?
Yeah.
You know, is it really necessary?
Yeah.
Because we just went to Australia early this year,
Yeah.
and we had an awning there, and it was always flopping up and
Yes,
down
yeah,
and making
yeah,
noise, and
yeah.
I just rolled it up again.
Yeah.
We had the heater on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there is something electrical or something.
Yeah,
There
so-
must be some. Oh, yeah, look at this.
So on this side, so we've got the start of our electrical system. So we got our large Victron Quattro inverter. So this allows us to utilize the power supply coming from the generator, or if we're connected to a UK or 230 volt or European shore power. But we've also got, you can't see it, it's just in the center point in there, we've got the Victron Skyla, which allows us to connect into 110 volt. The input voltage is effectively dual voltage, so we get 110 and 230.
Got it.
And then we've got our solar controller, and then some of the other just.
Of course, I see the little tiny door here. Is that that's where you keep your treasures?
If only, just in at the back here, we've got some of
that's
our,
the fuse box.
Yeah, so that's all of our 12 volt fuse systems in there.
Do you have quite a bit of consumers on 12 volt in there, or is it more like on 24?
So the fridge is running on 12 volt. All of the lighting system is 12 volt. The actuators for the step is on 12 volt. So yeah, some of the house stuff is 12 volt. In terms of 24 volt, I think it's only just the Webasto system is running directly off the 24, and then everything else is either stepped up to 230 volt through the inverter, or stepped down to 12 volt for some of the house electrics. Yeah.
So that means that your inverter runs all the time.
Yeah, so we're running, just even, sort of in terms of, general consumption, it's always running power up to like our Starlink, for example, and, the system's using on average maybe about 100, 120 watts consistently, just running, but most of that is the Starlink system, just to keep that running all the time, which has been pretty handy.
Okay, that was interesting about the compartment there. Now we have a storage box beneath.
Yep.
And we have what there?
So we have what I like to call our flexible outdoor kitchen.
Flexible outdoor kitchen.
Yeah. So when we were working with Motorcraft, we decided that we didn't actually want to go with the integrated outdoor kitchen. So what we've done is just utilize this space for a gas barbecue. So it gives us the flexibility to still cook outside, but not necessarily in a fixed location, and we found it to be pretty convenient. The other benefit that we've got also is that if ever we did have an issue with the electrical system on the inside, I've got, you know, effectively a backup here that we can still heat water or cook with the barbecue. So yep, so this locker here is just our outdoor stuff, little gas barbecue, some gas and some bits and pieces just to live outdoors and cook outdoors.
Barbecue,
yeah. Exactly,
okay.
yeah.
Cool.
But I can't forget one of the most important features that any self-respecting Irishman must have: a Guinness bottle opener attached to their truck. So this is a very important accessory, not to be forgot.
Indeed it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have one more storage box here.
Yeah. So in this one here, this is just where I keep some of my work clothes, some overalls, some Swarfiga to clean my hands.
Okay.
So just some spare oils, that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
again, everything's all together, grouped. What I think is, you know, sensibly at least. Yeah.
And those storage boxes are they first of all, they look totally integrated into the body.
Yeah.
Right. So what are they made of? It looks like fiberglass.
Yeah, so it's fabricated aluminium and then a GRP door on this frame. So what Motorcraft done was, and I think this might have been the first truck that they used this type of system for the door lockers. So rather than doing it with a steel or an aluminium fabricated door, they've done it with this GRP, which matches the aesthetic on the locker doors in the body. So it looks more, you know, like a design system.
Yeah, it looks like one piece, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which is really neat looking.
Nicely integrated in with the wheel arch here as well. So it looks, you know, it looks like it's designed nicely. Yeah.
Okay. And the front storage box?
Yeah. So in here, again, trying to group things together sensibly.
Yeah.
So this is like a service locker. So we've got our truck batteries in here behind this little box.
The starter batteries.
Starter batteries,
Okay.
yeah. And then the hydraulic system for the legs.
Yeah.
Our little tire inflation system, and then just some spare parts, our wheel
Oh
chocks.
yeah, you have a tire inflation system.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here are the hookups.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Right
here,
there.
if I rotate this, my umbilical comes out,
Nice.
and then with a quick release, I connect onto the valve,
Right.
and I can adjust then the pressure to either inflate or deflate.
Yeah.
So I can do, the way that I do mine is I do the front axle at the set pressure, and then do the rear axle. So that's the way that we make the system
Okay.
work for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you operate it from that storage box here?
Yes, from this unit here, and then there's just a pressure gauge over here.
Yeah.
And then I can just adjust the pressure.
Yeah.
So we always leave the system uncharged, but then if I want to increase the pressure, I just rotate this knob and it'll allow air to come into the system.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The beach is yours. You know, you can
Yes.
deflate and inflate and
Yeah.
wow. I would really appreciate if you can show us how you lower the bicycles.
Yes.
So should I turn the video off because it takes half an hour or
Oh, no. It's a quick process, thankfully.
it's quick, you saying? Okay. Let's see how quick it is. Look at the massive winch up there.
Which controls the winch, which is integrated into the top of the unit. So all I need to do is just take the load off these locks.
Yeah, you take the load of the latches.
Yeah.
You have two latches.
One on each
They're
side.
massive.
Yeah.
Oh, they have to hold weight. Yeah. Okay. That was quick.
That's it.
Holy, that was quick. Can you do it again?
I can, yeah.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
And down again.
Down again. That's not even 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a safety question.
Yeah.
What if one of the cables breaks?
Okay, so the nice thing, thankfully it hasn't happened.
Yes.
But we have two fall arresters here.
Okay.
So these basically work like a seat belt. So once they would see a sudden change in force of the system dropping, so let's say the main cable
Yeah.
broke, these two units here would effectively lock together and stop or significantly slow the lift coming down. But I always make sure that when I'm operating it, that I'm standing outside of where it's going to land.
Oh, definitely.
Just in case.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I thought, like, we're dog owners, right?
Yeah.
It's tough to control the little guy. He runs around, and then all of a sudden the cable breaks and the thing comes down.
Exactly.
Holy!
Probably for you.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So you're not taking any chances.
Nope.
You have actually a plan B.
Exactly.
In case of if.
Exactly.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
And then here you got your gun safes.
It's been an interesting observation from a lot of people in the US that they think this is where we keep the guns, or
Is that right?
maybe something else. But
People, Europeans don't run around with guns.
But in here, just our cycle helmets,
Yes,
a bucket
of
with some
course.
cleaning stuff, and
Yeah.
a mop.
Yeah.
So only little light things inside
Yeah,
here.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Nice.
we keep our couple of bicycles underneath the cover here,
Mm-hmm.
and then our spare tire, and so that's it.
Do you have a rim in your spare tire?
Yes, I have a rim. Yeah.
So it's a full setup.
Mounted. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, thankfully that one's not had to touch the road yet, so as long as it stays
You
there.
didn't have to change it?
Nope.
Good for you.
Touch wood. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
What's the weight of this thing?
So we think with the weight of the tire and the rim are about 80 kilograms each, so 160 kilograms between the two.
160,
So what,
that's
300 something pounds.
380.
Yeah, it's heavy.
380 pounds.
Yeah. It's more than I can lift on my own, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. But I didn't expect it that this goes so quickly down.
Yeah.
So this is a very important thing also, because I'm working right now on the design of mine.
Yep.
And I also think it should not be very complicated to take down whatever you have on there, a motorcycle or a bicycle.
Yep.
Because as more complicated it is, desto less you will use what is on there.
Exactly.
So I would say we are heading to the interior of this beautiful rig. What I see is that you got a really big panorama window up there.
Yes.
That is a nice feature.
Yeah. We didn't really want to have such a high entrance point. So when we bought this, conveniently already it had this door at this level, and then having a nice electric step. So
I love the big treads.
It means that the step up from the ground to the first step here is really sensible.
Yeah.
And you got a good sized tread that
Yeah.
you're feeling confident, because coming up and down a staircase, if the treads are too narrow, you don't feel so confident on it. So this is a really, really comfortable and convenient staircase.
Right. Yeah.
You want to come in?
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh wow, that is spacious in here. That looks so wide. Like from wall to wall.
Yeah.
Different than mine. Mine feels narrower.
But it's I think it's the same width, yeah.
The width is pretty much maybe
Yeah,
1
yeah.
or 2 centimeters,
Yeah.
but this appears bigger.
Yeah. I think what we like about it is that, with the exceptions of the wall behind you for the bathroom area, it's a completely open space.
Yes, that's
And
what it is.
it's actually shorter, I think, than yours, and probably the same width, but it just feels like an open space.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is? Your overhead cupboards.
Yeah.
They're a little bit more shallow than, or they're not so coming too far. They're not coming that wide into the room as mine.
Yeah.
And that appears so much wider.
Yeah.
So the way you sleep is like widthwise.
Yes. Yeah.
Not I built mine lengthwise on purpose,
Yeah.
and you have it widthwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we had with our old motorhome before, it had the lengthwise beds, like 2 singles, and that was pretty comfortable. But just with the length that we had here, we didn't have the ability to do that.
Right.
So with this footprint that we decided on, we very much wanted to have this U-shaped sitting area here.
Yes, that's beautiful.
Which is, we can sit of an evening, we can both put our feet up and relax, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
The compromise is then the bed had to be widthwise, but I've always drawn the short straw, so I'm always sleeping on the inside. So at least Julie has the comfortable here of the outside edge. But it's comfortable. It's a regular double-sized bed.
Yeah.
So for the two of us, it's more than comfortable enough. Yeah.
There you go. Nice skylight.
Yep.
Makes it very bright in here.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we specifically, when we were working with Motorcraft, we debated whether we should put the skylight over the bed and the air conditioning unit here, but we very much wanted the light here in the centre. So when we're sitting here, we can maximise the daylight for as long as possible.
Yes.
And then with the air conditioning unit over the back here, if it is hot in here, at least then we put the SC on and it's over where we're sleeping, which helps you sleep if it's a hot night.
Yeah.
So that was the way we decided.
The
to
AC is what what brand is that?
Webasto.
Webasto.
Yeah, yeah. So the same basic system we've got on the roof of the habitation, same as on the cab. So they're the Webasto systems. It works pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so power hungry. So when it's cooling, it uses about 800 watts.
But it runs on 220.
Runs on mains voltage, correct? Yeah, from the inverter. Yeah.
What I forgot to ask you is before it came to my mind. Now I don't want to forget it again. What's the overall weight of this whole camper?
Okay, so with everything loaded, what you might call like the wet weight, the water tank full, diesel tank full, beer in the fridge, we're just about 12.2 tons all up. So this space here, it makes a really comfortable space for. It's the only two of us traveling, but it's super comfortable when we're
for two. Oh yeah, you get plenty of space
exactly,
here.
Yeah.
So while you're already 1 year on the road and have been on multiple campgrounds, what is the max amount of person you had squished in here? I know every camper has these situations.
We've had 6 people sitting around this table.
6?
Yeah.
There you go.
I wouldn't say it was super comfortable, but we had 6 people here, and 6 people could raise a glass and drink something. So it definitely worked.
Nice.
Like I think we've probably more often not four persons.
Yeah.
And that's really comfortable. Yeah. 6 at a squeeze. 6 little people. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the kitchen.
Yep.
So you cook with induction.
Yes. So I think, as I said earlier, if we were doing it again, we probably would have gas for certainly for the cooktop, and maybe
in the interior as well.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
I think I've always cooked on gas. I find it a nice thing to cook on. The induction's convenient. It's easy to clean. But I think from a power consumption perspective, maybe gas might have been a better option. But it is what it is. Yeah, so we like this little cooktop. Julia likes it particularly because when we've had gas hobs before, you've always got bits here that you never get completely clean, but this is easy to clean. And so we do the induction for the cooktop. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Very good.
Yep.
And then you have a small sink.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is pretty smart.
Yeah.
For the water consumption. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
And we got it's plenty big enough to to do our dishes in without any trouble. So yes, it's a nice size sink. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. An oven.
Yeah.
That runs also on power.
Yeah. So this is running on again mains voltage, but this is a nice unit in that it's an integrated oven, grill, and microwave all in one unit.
It has convection.
And convection, yes. So it's got a proper oven, proper grill, and the microwave function as well.
Very
so
nice.
that's quite good, and it's a good size oven. It
is.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next is different. This is a big size. Or this is actually. I'm looking at it. It's super big.
Yeah.
You have 2 freezers.
Two freezer boxes.
2 freezers.
And then a big fridge. I think for Isotherm, which is the brand, I think this is the biggest fridge unit that they make. And when we were looking at buying this type of vehicle, because we knew we were going to be spending a long time on the road, and being able to have your food available and do some cooking, freeze some items, it's really convenient. So having the space that we've got in here, with a huge big freezer drawer, means that you can buy lots of nice bread and freeze it and stuff. So it makes it really, really convenient.
Yes.
And then we have the second unit here. So they are very substantial freezer drawers.
Well, to have a big freezer and fridge is, in my opinion, not a bad thing. Yes, maybe the consumption is a little higher.
Yeah.
But when you're on the road, I'm talking here if I would be traveling. You're the traveler, but I have some camping experience.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you can't buy your favorite foods everywhere.
Exactly.
There are certain spots, and when you find it, you want to load up on it.
Exactly.
And this is what you can if you have bigger refrigerators or freezers.
Exactly.
Right.
Like even with our fridge unit here, you can see, we provisioned there the other day, the thing's full.
Yeah.
So you're able to do that and have the space to put it as well. So,
Right.
so we really, really love this fridge actually. And it's somewhere convenient to collect our little memories as well, which is always nice.
Just a couple.
Exactly.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
Okay, and if I turn around, we have on the other side the entertainment system.
Yep.
So
So here we have a little TV, which we can swing out on a little bracket. We don't watch it that often, to be honest with you. But it's nice to have if you want to catch up on something.
If you have the odd rainy day, maybe.
Exactly, yeah.
So, and then you got some, is that electrical or is that storage?
So in here is their storage. So we've got our little Dyson vacuum cleaner here, which is pretty convenient. Here's just shoe cupboard.
Nice.
And over here, it's a taller cupboard. We got like umbrellas and our walking poles here. Yeah. And then we made this space here, just like our pantry cupboard.
Oh, nice.
So we got our little coffee machine and then just tins of stuff.
Yes.
So again, it's always...
You need it.
With a small space, you got to try and utilize every bit of storage space you can.
Yeah.
So, everything's got to function. So,
well, you're traveling with your whole house.
Exactly, yeah.
Right? So it has to feel like a house.
You have to use it, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm assuming then this is the electrical cabinet.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to find your electrical.
Yeah, exactly. It's in here, yeah. So in here we've got our main Victron control panel, and then the secondary control panel here for our generator, our little air conditioning unit, and then our power supply for the television there, yeah. So it's nice, everything
looks very clean.
Yeah, everything's nicely integrated. It's accessible, but it's not always on view. So, when we don't want to see the screen, we can just close the doors here and it's away, yeah.
I'm assuming
bathroom.
It's the only thinkable.
Exactly, yeah. So in here, this is the smallest space in the house. So like most people, a composting toilet or a separating toilet.
Ah, yeah, okay.
And we were, I think like a lot of people, maybe a little bit cynical about composting toilets at the start, having never used one before. I was using like a standard European cassette toilet where the solids and liquids are mixed together. But we spoke to some other people that had used these before. They assured us that they're not smelly, and they are not smelly. So we can use the composting bucket. That lasts us approximately 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which I actually think was really, really good. Exceeded my expectations. Yeah. And then the liquid bottle we empty basically every day. It's not so big. So but the composting toilet is brilliant. But the other benefit that we never realised when we had our old motorhome is when you're using with a flush toilet, you're using a lot of your precious water and you're basically flushing it down the toilet. Whereas this doesn't use any flushing. Right. So that's a really good benefit that we've got of that. Yeah.
To be honest, I can confirm that.
Yeah.
There's actually I'm not saying refreshing smell, but it is a comfortable smell coming out.
Yeah.
I think it is lavender.
Yes,
lavender. That's I like the smell of it. But no, it doesn't smell like in the wrong way.
Exactly. Like if you get your nose a little bit too close to the vent on the outside, maybe you get a little bit of a smell there.
Well, I guess that's your own fault then.
Exactly. It's like smelling an exhaust. Like why would you? Exactly.
Why would you do that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and then you have here a sink. Oh yes, we do.
So we have our sink. Then little storage areas, and then just under here we have a little miniature washing machine.
Oh, that's why the depth.
It's the depth, yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So this is like a regular machine, only in miniature, and it does about 3 kilograms.
3 kilograms. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So this is all integrated, and then here when we lift this carpet up here, we have our shower tray. So this is effectively a wet room when we want to use it as a shower.
Shower tray.
Shower tray, yeah.
Now the Irish is coming through.
Yes, exactly. you heard it at the end, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's the shower base?
Yep.
Where's the drain?
Just down in here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And then behind the towels here, we got our hatch for the crawl through.
For the crawl through, yes. Okay.
Which, to be honest with you, we've used, 2 or 3 times in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's handy to have when you need it if it's really bad weather. But generally, we haven't had really bad weather, so it's not a feature that we've used too often for sure. Yeah,
I believe you. Yeah, perfect. So now, last but not least, we're checking out the interior of the driving cab. Oh, I'm not used to that because they are flexible, which is a good thing. Okay, that's spacious in there. Nice. Nice, yeah, that's a car from the UK, so it has the steering wheel on the different side.
Or the correct side.
Or a correct side, depends on how you see it, right? Yeah. So, okay, I'm always interested in how you navigate.
Yep.
Because this is the most frightening thing if you drive a big truck like that, because you don't want to end up in a one-way street.
Exactly.
Or you want to end up in front of a too low tunnel.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the most important, that you get navigated right.
Yeah. And we used our Garmin Tread XL. So we bought that specifically for this vehicle. We've used different Garmin devices in the past that have given you the ability to put in the size of your vehicle, but we wanted something that had a larger display just because of the physical size of this unit. You know, it just makes it easier to see. So this unit thankfully has worked flawlessly for at least the first 12 months that we've been traveling, and we've programmed in our overall weight, dimensions, and it hasn't sent us anywhere that we shouldn't have gone. So yes, it works really well for us. Yeah, because as anybody driving a tall vehicle knows, height restrictions are one of your biggest concerns. You know, tree branches are, you know, something you just have to live with, but low bridges are a nightmare. So, you know,
and you know, bridges with lower weight capacity.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So you're 26,000 pounds. Tons. Pounds. So and then if you have to back up against traffic, that's always kind of nerve-wracking.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. It's got the integrated overland function. So if you're looking for one of the camping grounds that you find in the app, you can find it on this unit as well, so you can navigate directly to that. So we try not to use Google Maps or Apple Maps just because of that uncertainty around the route based on size, but because of the integrated overlander function here, that's quite useful. And then also when we were in the US, a lot of the BLM land, again, there's an integrated function on here that gives you a lot of those locations. So for finding places to park at for the evening, this is a really useful addition, in addition to being able to plug in an address for a location. So it's, we like this unit a lot, actually.
Got it. So this was the Garmin
Tread XL.
Tread XL. So if I find it on Amazon, I will link it at the bottom of the video description. What is this display here with the antenna?
So this is our backup camera. So we had that unit fitted, that it originally worked just whenever the reversing camera was engaged. But we laterally plugged it up, and hopefully it'll come on in a second here. So it's permanently on. So it always shows. Sometimes it takes a little while to warm up, but it's coming on live all the time.
You know what, Mark? I think we have still the rack down.
It should work on the when
it's above it.
Exactly, it's above it. It's integrated up inside the number plate. Yeah.
I see. Okay. I'm trying to get away without it, but I see this unit here, and I think this is gold. Yeah. You know.
Unfortunately, we didn't have, like a lot of second-hand trucks that you buy, you don't always get the option of adding things like integrated air conditioning, and this didn't have it. So again, when we were working with Motorcraft, they installed the cab-mounted SC unit here, and I suppose the slight disadvantage of this unit is that it doesn't have enough capacity to really cool the cab like an integrated unit would have. But it has enough capacity that if it's 35 degrees outside, it can make the cab feel just a little bit more comfortable. So we like with the SC unit in the habitation area, it's one of those things that when you need it, and it's useful to have for sure.
Exactly. So now you came from the UK. I will ask you no questions. You may don't want to answer them. You know, if it comes maybe down to money or something, you don't have to answer. But let's see how far we can get here. So the thing is, you brought your truck on a roll-on, roll-off ferry from UK over to Halifax and
that's correct.
Nova Scotia. So would you share what this cost?
I would. I think the
ballpark, let's say.
The shipping cost from Liverpool to Halifax, including insurance for the value of the truck, I believe we paid about 6,000, maybe 6,500 sterling.
Let's say it's seven grand.
Yes,
like 7 grand in the US dollar.
US, yeah.
It will be close to nine and a half in Canadian. Something like that. When you prepare as a European for a travel in North America, let's say, how do you get the insurance done? You know, like it seemed like in some forums it seems a little complicated for Europeans to find the right insurer. You know,
I think that's a really, really good question, and it's one that we had some significant concerns about in the build-up. I think the biggest challenge we had is that you cannot get fully comprehensive insurance. So the only insurance that we could get for the truck was liability only.
Okay, I tend to ask you because I know my channel viewers, they like to know what this rig cost. You know, but I will skip this question because this is not coming for $150. You know, and that's why we don't want to flex or anything, you know, by any means. But this is a passion, and this is something you like to have instead of a sports car or whatever, right?
Yep.
But this is basically the region we're talking about, even more, you know. But I will skip that. It's just for the viewers that we will not talk about the prices, the overall price, right? What is also an interesting question, what if something breaks down? How do you get parts here?
I think that's another really good question, that the complexities of running a truck that is manufactured in Europe, here in North America, Canada and US is difficult. One of the things that maybe we didn't really understand or research well enough was just how difficult that actually was going to be to get parts. I think you set off on a trip with some spare parts and a hope that everything will be okay. So we made a pretty comprehensive list of parts that we brought with us. So I've brought a spare alternator, a water pump, you know, lots of airline pieces, lots of fittings, shock absorbers, suspension bushes, lots of things. But typically the first part that broke wasn't one that I brought with me, and it took me like 4 or 5 weeks to source this particular part from Europe. So every few weeks, you know, a few months or something, we exchange some emails. I'm a good friend with FedEx, and I get a box of stuff delivered somewhere, and we put it on the truck and we get it back up and running again. None of it would deter us from doing what we're doing. You know, it's you know, sometimes you have a maintenance week and you've just got to get some stuff done. You just enjoy it, and it's just part of traveling. And we've said that if you're living and spending a lot of time in something that moves a lot, eventually something's going to break. But what we've developed is a really good network of people that we can go to, or friends that we can ask, and exchanging information. And I think having people that have done it before or with similar vehicles and knowing somebody that can help you fix things is particularly useful. So that having that contact list of good friends, especially people that run truck parts businesses, is pretty handy for sure.
I bet it is.
But
it also means you have to be flexible in your schedule. I wish you guys a really nice journey, let's say, you know, a travel throughout Canada, now going up north. We have now July, and you're not going fast. You take your time to see things. So I'm assuming you will hit the first snow this year there. You will see the first snow. So I hope you're staying safe.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.